So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I'm going to show you some good spots where you can farm Oxium after update 21. And just in case you don't know, update 21 changed our old Oxium farming spot, which was Baal on Europa, from mobile defense to exterminate. And this kind of sucks because Baal was really good for farming Oxium, that's why people did it. It just spawned more Ospreys than any other mission, and once you were done with all the terminals, you could just run back and forth through the different rooms and get more Ospreys to spawn. And ever since update 21 dropped, people, including myself, have been trying to find the next Baal. And we're not having much luck. Because here's the thing. If Baal was still around, it would suck just as much as all the other missions. Because update 21 also changed the way enemies spawn in non-endless missions. They get harder as you progress through them. And that's awesome for a shooter, because the mission just gets harder and harder and harder as you go through it. But when you do this in a shoot and loot game, it doesn't work that well, because what if you need to farm one of the tougher enemies? You can see how flawed this is if you go into a capture mission. You don't get any Oxium Ospreys until you capture the target. So basically, once you're done with the mission and you're sprinting over to the extraction. And each mission has a trigger like this. In capture, it's capturing the target. In exterminate, it's killing the vast majority of enemies, so you once again only get one or two of them at the end. And for mobile defense, it's activating the third terminal. You will usually get a nice group of Oxium Ospreys as soon as you activate the third terminal, and you can still do the Baal thing and just stay there after you finish it and run back and forth through the different rooms, triggering more spawns, though bear in mind that it is much slower than it was on Baal. Which is why what I'm about to say sucks just a little bit, because even though you only get about half of what we used to get on Baal, it is the best way of farming Oxium. It's just that it's way less effective. On Baal, we used to get like 700 to 800 Oxium per 30 minutes. Now it's more like 400 to 450 per 30 minutes. Now, I've tested all the Corpus mobile defense missions, and the ones I would recommend are Karme on Jupiter and Sharpless on Phobos. These two seem to be the most reliable. They would always spawn a nice group of Oxium Ospreys when I activated the third terminal, and they would keep spawning them if I stayed there once I finished all the terminals. I didn't get any Oxium Ospreys on the new mobile defense on Europa, which is Morax, and I also didn't get any on Aphrodite on Venus. And while the other high-level mobile defense missions work as well, so something like Minte on Pluto, I would stay the hell away from them, because once you activate the third console, the new improved enemy spawning kicks in, and you're gonna get a ton of Eximus Nullifiers, Eximus Techs, Combined Scrumbus units, and Bursas, and those are not that much fun to fight if you're on a full farming setup, so something like Desecrate Necros, who isn't as tanky as he could be. And finally, if you get bored running the same mission over and over and over again, just wandering from room to room trying to get more Oxium Ospreys to spawn, you can do Io on Jupiter, which isn't as good, but it's not bad. You're gonna get some neural sensors from this, you're gonna get Meso Relics on wave 5 and 10, and you're gonna get Oxium Ospreys on wave 5, 7, 9, and 10. And I would only recommend doing 10 waves at a time, because that way you're gonna get the most Meso Relics as well. And of course, if possible, you want to bring a full party, preferably a party of full Prowl Ivara, so you can steal from each Osprey 4 times, so you get loads of Oxium. But just getting a full party is better than doing it solo, because you're gonna get more enemies to spawn, which means you're gonna get more Ospreys, and you're gonna get more Oxium. And that's pretty much all I have, so I hope the video was helpful. I wish you good luck with farming Oxium. I thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.